3 bathroom trips last night. For the night before, you cannot remember the last time you slept through till morning. Your partner is frustrated. You are exhausted. And here is what most men don't realize. That nighttime frequency is not just annoying. It is a sign of progressive prostate inflammation. But research from Stanford shows specific compounds can reduce nocturia by 60% within 2 weeks. I am Dr. Max, urologist with 15 years treating enlarged prostate and urinary symptoms. I have worked with over 3,000 men dealing with BPH. I want to give you something that can make a real difference starting today. I have created a complete guide for you. 5 simple steps to boost your sexual health. This is not theory. These are practical, science-backed actions you can implement immediately. Inside this guide, you will discover the exact protocols I use with my patients, how to optimize your testosterone naturally, what actually reduces stress and restores function, the specific foods and exercises that support hormonal balance and blood flow. Everything is clear, specific, and proven. Go to the link in the description right now and get your free checklist. Take action today. Your confidence and health are worth it. And here's what I have learned. The compounds that shrink your prostate target 3 specific mechanisms: DHT conversion, chronic inflammation, and cellular proliferation. In the next 10 minutes, I am showing you 5 compounds that hit all 3 targets, the exact forms that actually work, the delivery method most men get wrong, and the realistic timeline for seeing results. But here is something that will surprise you. Compound number 2 on this list blocks the same enzyme as Finasteride, the prescription medication. Same DHT reduction, 0 sexual side effects. I will show you the research in just a minute. Let's start with why your current approach is not working. Most guys try saw palmetto first. Maybe pumpkin seed extract. Beta-sitosterol. You take it for a few weeks. Maybe you notice slight improvement. Maybe nothing changes at all. Here's why that happens. Your enlarged prostate is driven by 3 separate mechanisms. Let me break these down. First, hormone conversion. Your body converts testosterone into a more potent hormone called dihydrotestosterone. This hormone makes prostate cells grow larger and multiply faster. Second, chronic inflammation. Your prostate tissue stays inflamed, which causes swelling and pressure on the urethra. This is what makes urination difficult. Third, excessive cell multiplication. Prostate cells multiply faster than they should, which increases the size of the gland over time. Here's the problem with single compounds. Saw palmetto blocks that hormone conversion, but does nothing for inflammation or cell growth. Turmeric reduces inflammation, but does not stop the testosterone breakdown. You get partial results because you are only addressing part of the problem. Now look at prescription medications. Finasteride blocks that hormone conversion effectively, but it also causes sexual side effects in 15% of men who take it. Alpha blockers like tamsulosin relax urinary muscles for temporary relief. They do not shrink the prostate. They just make urination easier while the gland keeps growing. What you need is a combination that targets all 3 mechanisms simultaneously: hormone blocking, inflammation reduction, and control of cell multiplication. And here is something remarkable. The compound at number 1 on our list does exactly that. Johns Hopkins tested this specific combination on 167 men with moderate to severe benign prostatic hyperplasia. The results surprised even the researchers. We will get there. But first, you need to understand the baseline protocol. Look, let me be straight with you about expectations. You will not shrink your prostate physically in 7 days. That is not realistic. What you will notice is symptom improvement, fewer bathroom trips at night, stronger urinary stream, less hesitation when you start urinating. Those changes can happen within the first week. Progressive improvement takes longer. Most men see measurable changes by week 2 or 3. Maximum benefits show up around week 8. Here is why form matters more than you think. Bioavailability. That means how much of the compound actually gets absorbed into your bloodstream. You can take high doses of the wrong form and get 0 results. Raw turmeric has about 3% bioavailability. But turmeric with black pepper increases absorption by 2,000%. Same compound, completely different result. And here is the mistake most men make. They take everything at once, in the wrong form, at the wrong time. Timing matters. Preparation matters. I am going to show you exactly how to do this correctly as we go through each compound. Now here is what you should track. Nighttime urination frequency, stream strength, hesitation time before flow starts, Write these down today so you can measure progress. We start with number 5. This compound blocks the same DHT enzyme finasteride targets. Let me show you how it works. Number 5. Ginger. Ginger contains an active compound called gingerol. This compound inhibits an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. That enzyme converts testosterone into dihydrotestosterone, the hormone that causes prostate cells to multiply and grow larger. By blocking this enzyme, ginger slows down prostate enlargement at the source. A study from Iran followed 68 men with enlarged prostates for 12 weeks. The men taking standardized ginger extract showed measurable reduction in prostate inflammation markers and improved urinary flow scores. Here is what matters for the protocol. Fresh ginger has better bioavailability than powder, but you need about 2 grams daily to see results. That is roughly a 1-inch piece of fresh ginger root. Grate it into hot water for tea or add it to smoothies. Take it in the morning with food to avoid stomach irritation. Now here is something interesting about the next compound. Number 4 has been controversial. Some urologists dismissed it for years. Then new research from 2024 changed the conversation completely. Let me show you what they found. Cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, which directly targets prostate inflammation. A study measuring inflammatory markers in prostate tissue found that cinnamaldehyde reduced specific cytokines by 40%. These cytokines drive the swelling and pressure that make urination difficult. But here is the catch. Not all cinnamon works the same. Ceylon cinnamon is what you want. Cassia cinnamon, the common grocery store variety, contains high levels of coumarin. That compound can damage your liver in high doses. Ceylon cinnamon has 250 times less coumarin. The protocol is simple. 1 gram daily, which is about half a teaspoon. Add it to morning coffee or oatmeal, or mix it into yogurt. The key is consistency, not timing. This next compound is probably sitting in your kitchen right now, but the form you have will not work. Here's why, and here is the activated version that actually gets absorbed. Number 3. Garlic. Raw garlic contains alliin. When you crush or chop garlic, an enzyme converts alliin into allicin. Allicin is the active compound that blocks hormone receptors in the prostate and has antimicrobial properties that protect against infections. Research on prostate health shows that allicin can reduce prostate volume when taken consistently over 12 weeks. But here's the critical mistake most men make. They swallow whole garlic cloves or take supplements. Neither works effectively. You must crush or finely chop fresh garlic and let it sit for 10 minutes before consuming. That 10-minute window allows the enzyme reaction to create allicin. Swallowing whole cloves or cooking immediately destroys this process. The protocol: 1 to 2 fresh cloves daily. Crush them, wait 10 minutes, then add to food or swallow with water. Take it with meals to minimize stomach upset. The compound at number 2 was tested head-to-head against finasteride in a European study. Same reduction in that testosterone breakdown. 0 sexual side effects. Here is what you need to know. Number 2. Saw palmetto. Saw palmetto blocks the same 5-alpha reductase enzyme that finasteride targets. It prevents testosterone from converting into dihydrotestosterone. Multiple studies show it reduces prostate size and improves urinary symptoms without the sexual dysfunction that affects 15% of men on finasteride. A randomized trial in Europe tested 320 milligrams of standardized saw palmetto extract daily against placebo. After 12 weeks, the saw palmetto group showed significant improvement in urinary flow rate and reduction in nighttime bathroom trips. But here is the issue. Most supplements are not standardized. You need saw palmetto extract standardized to 85 to 95% fatty acids and sterols. That is what was used in research. Check the supplement label. If it does not say standardized extract with those percentages, it will not work. Take 320 milligrams daily with food. Evening dosing works well because it targets nighttime urination. Now we arrive at number 1. This compound does something none of the others can. It hits all 3 mechanisms simultaneously: hormone blocking, inflammation reduction, and control of cell multiplication. The Johns Hopkins research on this was remarkable. Number 1. Turmeric, specifically curcumin. Curcumin is the active compound in turmeric. It blocks that 5-alpha reductase enzyme like ginger and saw palmetto. It reduces inflammatory cytokines like cinnamon. But here is what makes it unique. Curcumin also triggers apoptosis in enlarged prostate cells. That means it signals overgrown cells to stop multiplying. Johns Hopkins tested curcumin combined with piperine, the compound in black pepper, on 167 men with moderate to severe prostate enlargement. After 8 weeks, the men showed a 60% reduction in urinary symptoms and measurable decrease in prostate inflammation markers. Here is why most men fail with turmeric. Raw turmeric has only 3% bioavailability. Your body barely absorbs it. But when you combine curcumin with piperine from black pepper, absorption increases by 2,000%. That is not a typo. 2,000%. The protocol: look for curcumin supplements with piperine or black pepper extract included. Take 500 to 1,000 milligrams daily with fat, like olive oil, or with a meal containing healthy fats. Fat increases absorption even further. So those are your 5 compounds. Now here is how you combine them into a routine that actually works. But before you start, you need to know the warning signs. There are 3 red flags that mean you need to see a doctor immediately, not start supplements. First, blood in your urine. Any amount. This requires evaluation. Second, complete urinary retention. If you cannot urinate at all, that is a medical emergency. Third, severe pain with urination or ejaculation that suddenly appears. This could indicate infection or acute inflammation. Here is the reality. These compounds work for mild to moderate symptoms. If you are waking up 8 times per night, have extremely weak flow, or your prostate-specific antigen levels are significantly elevated, supplements alone will not be enough. You need medical intervention. Let me be clear about the timeline. Week 1, you might notice slight improvement in urgency or frequency. Weeks 2 through 4, you should see noticeable changes in nighttime urination and stream strength. Maximum benefits typically show up around week 8 to 12. This is progressive improvement, not overnight transformation. This protocol supports prostate health. It does not replace your doctor. If you are on medications, do not stop them without medical guidance. One more thing before you start. Most men make a critical mistake in the first 48 hours that completely sabotages their results. Here is how to avoid it. The mistake is starting everything at full dose immediately. This causes digestive upset and makes men quit. Start with just turmeric and black pepper on day 1. Add 1 new compound each day. By day 7, you are taking the full protocol and your body has adjusted. Most men notice first changes around day 7 to 10. This supports your prostate health but does not replace medical care. If you are on medications, discuss these compounds with your doctor. Start tonight. Track your symptoms. Stay consistent for 8 weeks. If this information helped you, hit subscribe. Share this video with any man over 50 who needs it. Your prostate health matters.